wonderful session, the collection development session. It's a part of the national conference on reinventing the librarianship in a digital era. I'm very happy and also I am very thankful for Dr. Pannur for organizing such a monumental the conference and also inviting me to be a part of this conference. Also, I am very thankful to the Dr. Sri Kumar, the conference director, who is also well known as the library scientist in this field. My good friend, Dr. Shantanu, is also working in Terry. We have shared a couple of nice moments with him. I am thankful for chairing this session. When we talk about reinventing of the librarianship, sometimes we spoke that librarian is an extinct species. Sometimes we see the library is going to die soon. So it is not a new thing that everything or anytime we are saying that library is going to die. And in this pandemic situation, it's more obvious that we think of the library dying soon. No, we are the eminent librarians. We should not allow to die. So what are the new things we have to bring in? What are the new thoughts we have to bring in? So let me try out small thought on how to revive our collection and how to change the expectation of the reader. Today, I'm going through the new thought process in the library collection. Friends, we all know our Padma Shri Dr. Shriyali Ranganathan, five laws of library science. We are all very familiar with that. The good thing is, any situation we are thinking of, the laws of the library science come more relevant and more suitable. Today, I am going to concentrate on the two aspects of these laws. The one is reader, the other one is books. So these things are interchangeable, but I think we have to take this as a two different aspects. So how we are arranging a matchmaking between the reader and the books, and from the books to the reader. Let us see how we can do that. It's also a law or a bill from ALA and IFLA. They says that a person right to use a library should not be denied or abridged because of origin, age, background, or views. And also it cautions the librarian that whatever the needs, whether it is a small need or a big need, the librarian will have to take care of these things. They should not ignore the fact. When we think of the collection, are we thinking of next 1 year, next 5 years, or next 10 years? If we are thinking of eating a kebab, we should not have vegetables basket. So we should have right ingredients for the right recipe. So likewise, we should have right collection to reach out to the right users. All these days, we were thinking that any of the users can walk into the library and browse through our collection. What is the librarian's responsibility? When we think of the librarian should have a capability to travel through time. He should understand the concepts and thoughts of the earlier centuries and bring that thoughts to the new generation. He should see the different geographical location and he had to visualize and make it possible to the readers. He should understand the different subjects and the discipline. At least he should know where it should be fit in. He should love the books. He should have broad knowledge and he should be ready to learn new things and share the same to the users. He should have network capability and he should negotiate the information with the users and also the transmitter. He should have strong organization skills. He should arrange a event or he should arrange a conversation, right conversation between the collection and users. He should be friendly and accessible anytime, and more, it should be ethical. So let us see how it works in a different reading environment. I am not taking as an academic library, I am not taking as a public library, I am not taking as a special library. I am just seeing from the perspective of the reading ability and also the reading pattern. Let us see how it will work. There are different reading patterns defined by Tony Buzan. Let us see one by one how it works. Now, any reader, when he starts, he should be introduced to a interesting the dimension or interesting world of the books. So he should be ready to read anything and everything which is enjoyable, and he should feel pleasure or joy by reading. So that is the way we have to induct the readership to the reader. How the readers are preferring this introductory reading? They more prefer paper books than any of the e-books. And also when we look at who is developing this reading ability or capability, we should be very sorry to see that recommendation from the librarian holds only 3%, and more they see the books and also they rely on friends to read the books. So what is the librarian role in that? We should be arranging different kind of book exhibition so that the reader will be introduced to the different arena of the subject or the discipline or the new ideology, so that he can pick up whatever is right for him. Also, he should be going through the special display where an intense or a focused collection is available for his reading. It should be happening through new arrival alerts or the book club activities. When we arrange author talk from the author themselves, they will be knowing about the book and they will be introduced to the world of books, and authors will make them interesting to read their own books. And also we should adopt different publicity. Maybe it is a podcast or blog or tie up with the different the institutes or different book vendors or shops, so that the reader can go and they can explore the interesting books. The second step is to introduce them to the different medias or different platforms available for reading. So how we can arrange? This is the second step of introducing them to the reading resources. So we should tell them how they can start the search through tertiary source, then come to secondary source, then end up in primary source. They should know how to read the different kinds of books like a dictionary, the math. Also, we should give them the kind of orientation program so that they should not lose the reading interest. Also, we have to handhold them and we have to show them the different products, and also we have to enable the trial access for the different source. Also, we can conduct workshop and training to explore the new thing in reading. When the readers start reading in a different platform, definitely he will be liking to improve his reading. So he should be developing proficiency in reading. How the library can help them to develop the proficiency? What all we expect them to develop? Reading comprehension. When they read, they should understand. So speed reading is the another technique where they can read the books fast and they can achieve the targeted reading. Also, they should manage time and they have to improve the vocabulary, the spellings, and also they have to develop good reading habits. What we can do? We can set up a language lab. We can coach them. We can mentor them in using the words. Also, we have to conduct a different reading challenge competition so that they develop proficiency in reading. Now, the next important thing, what the academic libraries having challenge in the reading is study reading. So how we can support the study reading? We can have course material or we can have different kind of books. Maybe it's a textbook or reference book, the journals, the magazines. At the same time, we should be teaching them what is the difference between this different kind of the material available for their reading. One of the recent trend in study reading is flipped learning, where the librarian will be providing all the support to their curriculum with the basic readings. When they go to the classroom, they are not wasting time on the class notes. They are settling in the discussion and also on the group activities. So it is very sad to know when people are growing and when they are going to the higher studies, their reading habits also coming down. We should know how to develop the reading and how to sustain in the reading. So that is very important for the librarian to make it sustainable reading. There are different materials available for study reading. It might be the print ebooks or the ebooks or journals, periodicals, course material. Also, we can arrange a document delivery service through different agents. So, our own government, MHRD, has rolled out arena of the reading platforms like course material or courses through SWAYAM, National Digital Library, Shodh Ganga, a thesis repository, and eSourceIndu for online resources. We have to see that the reader or a students or faculty in the academic setup should not be deprived of any of the resources. Now, critical reading, now here we are teaching the readers with the evaluation of the reading materials. We should tell them that what is the biased writing. So we have to introduce them with a different set of evaluation parameter. It's a authority, scope, treatment, arrangement, format, special features. By this, they will know that what is said or unsaid message of the author, what are the tools used to prove the theory, whether it's a biased or author is belonging to some affiliation, how this work, whether the text will work, all the critical parameters are adopted. Now, in the critical reading, we can give them the various surveys. Maybe it's a bibliometric service or research support service, we can call it as, and we can connect them to different experts and various kind of citation analysis and usage analysis we can provide them. We also introduce them the different parameters available for evaluating the resource. Maybe it's an impact factor or H index or anything related to the reference, so that they can choose right material for the literature review. Now, analytical reading, it is not possible for the reader to go through the entire material. So we should know how to condense the materials. Some of the examples I came through is a book by Nandan Nilekani, Imagining India, where actually they brought out a booklet also along with the book. Also, we have various resources like Get Abstract, business book summaries through various vendors, which will help in summarizing the book. What is our role? We have to classify, index the artifacts. We have to prepare the abstract and different summary of the content. And we have to list out the highlights of the book in an order how the author has written. And we have to make them understand what is the author point of view without affecting the original text. What is the development reading? In the development reading, we are saying the reader as a holistic approach. So how we are developing the reader? Maybe it is a student or a faculty or a researcher or a layman or a community person. So each person, when they come to library, we have to see the overall development of a person. So if one student comes, we have to provide all the competitive books so that they can be enabled in the various kind of tests. Also, we have to provide them self-help and readership material to structure their life and to grow up and achieve their goals. We have to arrange various skill development program. Like one example is British Council Library has arranged a skill development program on English language speaking so that they can easily get the chance in any of the BPO or in any of the corporate sectors. Career counseling also important assignment we can take up, and we can introduce them to different areas available for exploring. Friends, when we are going through the conversation of the collection, or when we are introducing, we have various challenges. It's a digital distraction. When the youngsters are operating the mobile, we have to encourage them to read books through the mobile app. Otherwise, we have to guide them the ways how they can access the books or information material through the mobile apps or digital application. Otherwise, they will end up in different kind of the information, and they may spoil their career or they may spoil their time. So when we talk about guidance, many of our teachers themselves need guidance on accessing the resources or using of the resources. So how we can provide the access or how they can use the resources, they should be taught first so that they can pass that information to the students. And also there should be a lot of motivation and rewards for reading books. It is one more problem we are finding nowadays is skimming or flip through. Our young generations are not having patience to go through the detailed reading. Unless they go for depth reading, they cannot understand the content, and they cannot retain it, or they cannot recall it whenever it's required. In obvious, many people are complaining about no time or no place to read. In our recent study, it is showed that many of the people are preferring to read when they go to bed. So our equipments or the devices are made in such a way that people can access in a easy way, and also we have to teach them while they are working or while they are on other assignment how they can access the information without wasting the time. And also we have to make them understand how much the reading is important. Also, the common complaint is non-availability of reading material. So it is our responsibility. We should have a networking or a tie-up with the different kind of institutes to make this reading material available for our reader whenever they require it. So these are the primary responsibility of the librarians. Friends, I just thought of exploring our services and our behavior where we can adopt in this pandemic situation, so that our library will not be losing its importance and it is available for our common reader or our community. Dear friends, thank you very much for providing me this opportunity to put forth some of my thoughts. I am very much thankful to Dr. P.V. Kannur for arranging this conference in such a nice way and giving opportunity for all of us to know or to think about this library profession. Thanks once again. Thank you very much.